Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Stellaris, the co-dominant human elf campaign. In the last episode, we brought our fleet back home after the war for repair and upgrade. We also brought our army back home for reorganization a bit. We added a bunch of new attachments to the armies, and we also designated a section of the mod, 6, we'll call these legions, as specifically psionic warriors. So the military arm of the Angelic Order now consists of 6 full armies or legions in our republic. Currently they're mixed in. For the time being, I probably will need to rename them, because they're the first, no, they're the second, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, and 12th. I use all even numbers just so I can keep track of them. Alright, and, we're going on with the continued research and development, as well as the increasing, upgrading of our republic here. And to that end, I went through, just double-checked everybody, make sure that everything is upgraded, which it is. We're still working on a tile blocker there. We still have some things to build here, but we are working on it. And we're also looking into getting some new colonies formed here in the northern section, and possibly forming a new sector here as well. Did that starbase ever get built? Because we were trying to colonize this planet, which can be colonized by Valdari. Problem is that the Valdari pops in our empire, our republic, I keep using that wrong word, lived on a planet that didn't have a spaceport, so we could not build a colony ship. So, do we have them yet? Probably not. The spaceports take a long time to build. I mean, I could send some droids just to get the colony established. And then once, and then the Valdari can migrate naturally over. But that's a pretty slow process. I would like to actually put up a colony ship there. So, we'll see how that goes. Now also, I had a suggestion from one of my viewers in one of the Discord channels for my channel. Suggest a bunch of new mods, which I went ahead and added in. They should add some more political flavor as well as economic flavor to the game, and hopefully they won't break anything. I tend to be kind of leery about adding mods into an ongoing series. I know I've done it already before, but it is a bit of a nerve-wracking thing, because sometimes you can cause some rather large problems when you do that. But so far, it seems like everything's going okay, but I haven't even tried to unpause it yet, so we'll see what happens when I do that. Alright, so part of that is that we have a bunch of new planetary edicts for, Solar Energy Initiative, all these various capitals, civil space grants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and actually set some of these. So let's see, we have diplomatic, cultural, military, research, and economic. Definitely we could establish an economic capital and research capital, because we have already been working on that. So Akrita Falaki here is going to be a research planet. We're kind of focusing on developing research. It needs some more pops, but we've got the research centers already built. We have the planetary shield. So we just need these pops to move in. And hopefully we can get some other species here. That'd be nice. But this is going to be a set as the College of Physics. Societal Studies, Engineering, or do we just want to call this Resort Colony? Echelon Post. Oh, I didn't actually look at this. Societal Studies? I guess we'll establish a colony of societal studies. We have a lot of biolabs on this planet. Rimborth Prime. What can we do with you? Energy colony is what this is going to be, because we're building a lot of energy production facilities. Let's here. Costs us some minerals and some energy credits. We get an event. Okay, so let's just go ahead and establish that. Oh, before I unpause it, we've been doing a lot of talking, but is what we also did last episode is we got our new battleships. So we got our battleship designs. We built our first couple of battleships. Now, after the end of the episode, I noticed that we had another ship design that we can develop, and that is the Strike Cruiser. Here, which this is interesting because it has some additional utility slots over here. So what I've given it is auxiliary shield systems and a subspace snare, and what I'm giving them is charge behavior with a lot of small weapons. So what I want these cruisers to do is basically dive headlong into enemy formations, mix with them, and spray them with large quantities of these small weapons. We already have ships to do that, the Lamia destroyers, that are designed for that as well, but these are just destroyers. The strike cruisers are a much larger, much more powerful ship, so hopefully they'll be able to survive that role more than these Lamia destroyers will, because these things are just going to get knocked out left and right. Alright, so let's go ahead and unpause it. Federal election. Okay, so yes, we now have a bunch of new functions in the Federation. So now instead of just the president of the Federation cycling, there's actually an election to decide who is going to be the president of the Federation. I mean, who's the current Federation president? The Reshethi. I guess we'll vote for ourselves and see what happens. Okay. So I guess everybody voted for themselves. And now the Moj Hugskin Coalition is the president now. Now, supposedly,
ships upgraded.
There was going to be some sort of planetary event. Creating economic infrastructure. Oh, okay. The base infrastructure of the economy you have selected is being developed. Build speed is increased and build cost is decreased during this process. Okay. Guess we do the same thing in Rimborth. So yes, they are building the infrastructure for the types of planets we'd like them to be. So as far as our capital goes, what we don't want to do with our capital. Cultural, diplomatic, research.
Survey complete.
Let's see. I'm thinking we should probably go cultural. Let's do that. Now, speaking of, we're going to need to build... It has a naval capacity. Now, we are losing energy credits. That may be the result of... What's this? Cultural Awareness Center. Oh. Is that... Oh, yeah, we got some stuff. Rimborth. We may need to swap off of some stuff and get some of this power generation operating. You don't necessarily need minerals at the moment. There we are. So that kind of allows us to specialize our worlds, it would seem. Alright, now as I was saying, we need to build some... I don't know what these are. I'm going to go with the Prosecros class strike cruisers. I think we're going to go with 4 of them. Now, there were some other edicts here as well. Grants to private pilots and corporations will spread influence outside of this system. So, planet border extrusion plus 50%. Oh, that's if we want to push our border extrusion. That sounds like something we should do in the Dwumgar system on Akritofalaki. Spend a little bit of influence there. It lasts 12 years and 6 months. A nearby planet has established a trade network. Interesting. So I have established or installed the civilian trade mod as well. And I'll see how that works. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we'll see. So the Oculan Annihilators decide to insult us. Whatever. I think now is time to go for Tabana Gas. Because we're really far behind on our turbo laser tech. Rimborth. We may need to do a capacity overload. Ah. Well, we can build some upgrades. That should help. Energy colony has been established. Energy credits, physics output. This planet's economy will fluctuate up and down as time passes. You can encourage growth or dismantle the infrastructure using planetary edicts. Influence growth. Huh. Interesting. Faith in science, research assistance.
Survey complete.
Get trade networks established. Alright, now the one thing is, what's going on with the Valdari? You're not at war, but you're an overlord of this guy. Now, is there anything new that we can do here?
Survey complete.
I think we still have that research agreement, yes. Hold on, let me just check one thing. Okay, I was just trying to look over some other things. And we could be their vassal, but we definitely don't want to do that. Now, I wonder... You need to improve your spaceport. Looks like they make a lot of food. Any edicts we could go here? Oh, we need to do an agriculture colony, because we also... was it this guy with the delicious ingredients? Yes. We need to build a planetary shield generator. We also need to build...
Construction complete.
Let's see. What we want to build here? Basic science lab? But we'd like to go for an agriculture colony here. Echelon post. A military infrastructure focused on spying on your nasty neighbors. That almost sounds like it'd be a better idea. Can I do more than one of these? Probably want to wait till this finishes. No, once it's been established. Oh no, we haven't done anything here. We're going to make this an echelon post. To spy on the Actilan and the Aquiles. Alright, can we get this established? I'm spending a lot of influence. It's gonna be a cold planet. There we are. Valdari. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna create a new sector. And I'm gonna add Cador here. Actually, no. We're going to hold off on that for now. We're going to wait for that colony to establish, and then we're going to create a new sector.
Construction complete.
Now we have a habitable planet here. Unusual formations, ice flora. It seems like these ice formations are actually similar to and dryophyte life forms of other worlds with green vegetation,
Construction
complete
complete.
with their own form of reproduction and
Construction
cryosynthesis.
complete.
Well, that's pretty wild. Let's see. Yep, Valdari. Like this planet as well. Alright, so we're going to send out colony ships to these 3 systems. Let's see, what do we got here? An oasis world. Let's see, rocky world with nitrogen, oxygen, atmosphere, hydrosphere. Hold on. Only supports one large body of water, which has a band vegetation around it. Rain barely reaches the inland desert that covers the majority of the planet. Titanic predators. So we're home to gigantic, monstrous creatures that soar through the sky and eat nearly everything in sight. That sounds lovely. Subterranean ecosystem deep under the surface of this planetary body are miles of crisscrossing caverns with a near perfectly sealed environment. Who knows what else lives down there? And dense forest. Surprisingly dense forest can be found on this world. Trees crowd together to form a thick canopy, and the canopy provides shelter of the vegetation. So I guess that we have this thick forest around the oasis, and then I guess these titanic predators are part of that ecosystem as well. And then there's this subterranean. This is a pretty interesting planet. We are going governing ethics shift in the Rishethi communion. The Rishethi are becoming more outwardly spiritualist. Well, that is good. Who likes to be here? Fexklanga like to be here, so I guess Hydrex is going to build. Yeah, there's the oasis, the one large sea surrounded by the vegetation is apparently a very thick forest. Are we supposed to have 4 of these? Oh, there it is. Oops, I just misclicked and gave it an order. Alright, energy is a bit of an issue. Does everybody have solar panels? Yes, everybody has solar panels.
Technology discovered.
Let's get these upgraded, and we don't really need food right now. What we need is power. Energy. Minerals 5%. Refined Tabana gas. And that allows us to get full-on turbo lasers. That's going to be a massive upgrade for our fleets. Now, harmonious collective. These guys do like us, but I'm thinking that we need to start thinking about liberating the other humans from their subservience to the Ozcocks.
Survey complete.
Defensive alliance with the Valdari and the Galaxies. That's the one thing that gives us pause. So we need to revoke Federation Association status. Well, the others are going to revote no. Well, supposedly one of the mods, allows us to actually vote on policies in the Federation. See, yep, I got new stuff. Army philosophy. We set the limited drafts. Balance approach. Use our food surplus towards growth. And significant reserves for the worst should happen. I think we'll be fine.
Construction complete.
Federal law, Federation leadership, federal law, federal legislation.
Survey complete.
Federal law proposal. Propose to change the federal laws. Do you wish to change? Yeah, let's see what this does. We've started on a drafting proposal on federal legislation for the Federation. Let's see. Legislative process. Allow only federal government laws. I guess we'll go with that's probably what our Federation will hold over its members. I'm not exactly sure what this did. Okay, switch to the federal. Federal legislation. It looks like it's changed some things here. Allocated to the Federation, Research Institute, how much resources are allocated to... Huh. I'll have to play around with that some more. What's the upkeep on a battleship? Maintenance 2.43. So we can afford 2 more battleships. Let's go for it. We definitely need to strengthen the fleet. We're about to look at the improved leader capacity. There we go. Let's see. Battlecruiser build speed, light carrier build speed, strike cruiser build speed, increased habitability, atmospheric filtering, interstellar espionage. Unlocks planetary edicts, sow unrest. Ooh. This is new. This edict will add unrest to every planet that is 100 game units away. And that is owned by an empire that is not in an alliance with you. Has an opinion of -50 toward you, and that you are not friendly towards. That sounds like something we could definitely do. Let's go for it. So maybe we could cause some unrest in the Octilan. And possibly the Aquilese. Maybe we can cause some sort of rebellions in those empires. Maybe the rebels will be more favorable to us. We shall see. Acceptance is -25. They're getting close. So I'm keep checking on these guys just to make sure. Right to Federation, -86. I think the ISK are probably the closest. I'm hoping we might be able to do is somehow like try to influence them to be spiritualist. With some of these new mods, we'll see how it goes. Because if we can get them to become more spiritualist, they may sign up. Oh, we have some civilian ships. Some freighters. No, I can't, like, build those, right? No, they build on their own. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. And we're going to see what we will be able to do as things move forward. See if we can expand the Federation, or maybe see what we can do here. We need more allies, I think. If we could bring another member into the Federation, like the ISK. Then I think that'll give us the power we would need to be able to challenge the defensive alliance that the Ozcox are part of and liberate the humans. And then we may need to deal with the Kark. I'd love to revoke their association status, but the other members of the Federation have other ideas. At least for the time being, anyway. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.